tell you about a woman that's so sexy and so sensual. Miss Honey De Niro. Most of you fellas will never see nothing like her. So bow down to the queen and understand what you have in front of you. One of the innovators of hip-hop.
I'm known for double barrels and the flyers, apparel, rough sex with niggas that bust text, ain't nothing complex. About this life that I'm living by definition. It's only right that I give them insight and wisdom. Never frightened by a little competition, I'm holding position. My money flow is endless, I'm more relentless. They never touched by resentment, yeah you see them. Them bitches with that jealousy sickness, they be their weakness. With me it ain't no secret, treat a nigga like I don't need him. Love him then leave him, cause niggas is skeezers. BM coupe, grand Luso breezing out with the seasons, I'm giving reasons. Toast glasses of Douce, my life like a movie. Motion picture and music, the soundtrack I painted vivid. This is definitely how I'm living. Thought provoking, higher earners, top tier rap provisions for better living.
You better fall back and understand what you got in front of you. Bow to the queen. So sexy, so sensual. Mr. Splendubious is here to tell you you better duck because she's coming for ya. Billy Badass Braxton, Mr. Splendubious.
Hold up, I'm trying to reach six-figure status. Money the habit, double-digit carats. Never entertain any of them characters. This is big money, bitch, luxury taxes. The fact is, spit this gospel like I'm Baptist. I'm talking sweet money, no pride, go hard. I see him sob when I come around. Shut shit down, spend round 40 pounds, that's light though. Leave them in the same place I found them though. This flow is easy, these rap bitches ain't trying to see me on the come up. I've been up, I can't lie. I'm addicted to the rush and the plush life. Addicted to the money nines and the 4-5s. The skipping lines and the paps with the flashing lights. If it wasn't for the reverend, I wouldn't be right. If it wasn't for the hustle, I couldn't live nice.
And this Mr. Splendubious himself. The woman is so bad when she walk across the dance floor. She don't walk, she glides. I never seen nothing so smooth, so sexy, Honey De Niro. So all you fellas, one look and you're hypnotized.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Real Game Show, episode number 7. I'm your host, JAYLO, and to my left is my co-host,
Lord AKHENATON the Law.
You already know. And you can catch us every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on www.ustream.tv. We also moved it up to Audio Mac and YouTube, so therefore we are not hard to find. Now, before we get into the show right here on episode 7, I would like to give a nice shout out to True School Flavor and Gorilla Grooves Radio out in the Bronx. We got a show going there, actually an art show, and that's tomorrow, Friday, October 26th at 127 Lincoln Ave. Ring that top buzzer. We'll have DJ Fred Ones on the 1 and 2s. And like I said, we'll be out there all night from like 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. And shout out to all my people in the building. We got 1718 Collective on deck. You know what I'm saying? And you already know who else is on deck. The Vandal Hour. All my people's in the building. You know what I'm saying? But besides glorifying them, I want to hop on another bandwagon today. We got an iconic icon in the building. When the first time, when you ever heard of that? An iconic icon.
Only be happening on this radio show. Nowhere else.
Real game.
That street media, motherfucker, is real.
We got Queen. Let me reiterate that. We have Queen Giggles in the building. Queen Giggles. And she's not nominating herself. That's coming from a king, B. And for you to be a king, you have to have a kingdom. Okay? This is my kingdom. So I'm consciously saying and speaking from the heart. You already know. She's a queen in her own right, whether you niggas dig it or don't dig it. She is what she is. You know what I'm saying? Shout it out to the Queen Giggles in here. And I must emphasize, Queen. Okay? To y'all niggas, y'all can say Giggles with all that, whatever. It's Queen Giggles for those that are conscious and competent in the graph world. Queen Giggles, it's an honor to have you here. What's goody?
Hello.
Oh, she's so quiet. What's good? She under the weather, as I heard.
Yeah, I have really bad allergies, but thank you for having me. It's a
Definitely.
pleasure to be here at your show.
Likewise.
Let's have fun.
I know what the allergies is because you're allergic to bullshit, and I can relate. We get the same allergies, you know. I'm allergic to a lot of bullshit out here in the world, you know. But this is shit we don't need medication for. All we do is just keep going, focus and straight in life, and all that shit will subside. So, like I said, likewise, it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
And got my co-host right here, Lord Akhenaton.
What up? What up? What up? What's good?
AKA Mr. No Breaks on Politics, boy.
Straight up.
What's today's math on politics, yo?
Yo, all these different boxes that went all over the place.
Oh, man.
All these bombs that went to all these Democrats' house and all this other shit. My baby mom's calling me, you got to keep my daughter home. I'm like, what the hell for? I heard on the Citizen app they got bombs and whatever the fuck that is. I was like, all right, whatever. So I look on TV, or it's on over the fucking channels. All right. I look into this shit. They saying that one of them packages came from a woman in Florida, a Democratic politician. I can't think of her name right now. But
Okay.
And then they're looking for people, who, of course, who believe in Trump because why not? The usual suspects. But
Didn't Trump send that shit, B? Him or Kanye, right?
look,
Them
look,
niggas was
I
sending
believe
them
it.
shits.
I believe it. But I think they probably had sneakers in them shits from Yeezy. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
are Geminis like me, and that's the type of shit I would do. I would actually send you some shit in your mail. You know, we don't do emails. We do U.S. Postal, B. We sending you the fucking direct message, B.
Yeah, well, what they trying to really say is more like they want to keep it contained, everything else. You know, they tell you all the bullshit, but there's a chance it could be more, blah, 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 blah. Like, listen, I don't give a fuck. More bombs.
And all the sheep
Fuck.
are feeding into it. Peep game. All these bombs, none of them detonated.
None of them. What the fuck is that?
None of them.
That's like on 9/11 when the building came down. I'm like, all right, where's the rest of the fucking attack? Something ain't right here, B.
These niggas
For real. But you know how they play the game with you, this politrick shit. Yeah. So, you know. But other than that's really it. That's all I found. Just all the rest is just Facebook bullshit. You know.
Should have sent that shit to me. I'd have put it on eBay for $4,000, B. Word up. Y'all niggas is selling bombs and scaring niggas. The only people who were scared was the devil.
True indeed.
The devil, sometimes the devil gets scared, B.
True
Y'all be
indeed.
giving that nigga too much credit. The devil is not as strong and powerful as you weak motherfuckers make that nigga, B. That nigga is corny, B. He is as corny as the motherfucking Caucasian Jesus y'all niggas created in the churches,
The
B.
devil is that kid that you never gonna pick to fucking play, because not that he's fat, not that he's slow, he's just fucking himself. Like, no, we're not picking you, Sweeney. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, where can I play? Sit down, motherfucker. That's the devil. And he done got power and took the fuck over. Like, fuck everybody. You can't commit the crimes I commit.
You already know, as we say, he is made weak and wicked.
That's it.
You know
all
what I'm
day.
saying? Anything made weak and wicked is just that in its own right. So for all the sheep out there that's caught up in social media and all scared
All
and running to get their kids out
85%
of
of you.
school, right, and want to
All
leave
of
work
y'all.
early, listen. There's worse problems than them pipe bombs and shit. Like, you got regular niggas like me in society that ain't never been incarcerated and shit sitting right next to your aunt. And y'all worrying about bombs and shit? I am the bomb. I can explode at any time on your aunt and become your uncle, be like, yo. These niggas is worrying about the smallest shit in life, like, you know. And I wouldn't even, this is real game, so it ain't no motherfucking rehearsing what come out of my mouth, man. My mouth is like 50,000 miles an hour. You dig? I always tell a bitch in a heartbeat, listen, I'll never hurt you. You ever see a picture of my dick, right then and there, I never lied. I'll never hurt you. You understand? So, real game. We don't owe nobody an apology. We don't give a fuck how niggas feel about this show. Look, as long as I got one view, I'm accomplished, B, okay? Because off social media, I'm the shit. I might not be the shit online, but if you catch me offline, I'm everything niggas perpetuate online. So I'm the opposite, B. This is where it's at. Real game. What else, Lord? What else is going on, bro? What else?
B, too much shit for my liking. More political bullshit with the vote, and they trying to suppress people, asking them for ID at the voter place. You know me, how I feel about shit. Certain shit is a strategy. You got to be able to see through it and do something different. They want your ID, go get an ID. All right, your vote count. What could you say? Look at it that way. Is enough. You got to think about it. If look at black people, there's enough black people to make anything happen. Just step in lines, march and file. What they gonna do? Say, oh, all you can't vote? No, we got IDs, nigga. Move to the side. That's it.
I hope our people, whether you black or white, are just conscious about what they voting for, though, because sometimes people just cast a vote just to say they voted.
Yeah, you got to be real smart with your votes. That's why they have election every year. It's not just president every 4 years. You got to stack those votes like you stack them fucking Uno cards.
Here's some fly
You got to
shit.
stack them votes like you stack them goddamn draw fours.
Real game.
No, for
Pick
real.
up two.
You have to think of it that way.
Pick
You got
up four.
anybody should know who their judges are, who the head it is, who's the officers, the real officers, right? Not
Yeah.
them cops, the real officers. You say you got elected, that what it means to be an officer. Real rap. They should know. Everybody should know how it is. They can take them on the task. You see what I'm saying? Well, we need this here. We need that here. Like, listen, do all that shit after a while becomes a habit. They're going to be sick of you. They're going to fuck around and hang your ass money so you can fucking disperse. You see what I'm saying? So for the meantime, politics it's a game, but you got to really play it. You feel what I'm saying? It's chess. It's real. So just learn the game. Let them discourage you. That's it.
I feel our people should stay away from it. I mean, like, everybody we ever voted for shitted on us, B.
That's because we didn't know any better. We just followed a Democrat because they say what they want to say. Democrat been keeping the hood forever. It would seem cruel that a Republican would say, get off your ass and do it. But at the end of the day, have you ever sat on your ass?
Hell
Nobody
no.
in the room sat on their ass, right? So at the end of the day, we might not be conservative, Republican per se, but we got that will to work. We got that will to hustle. And that's all it takes. You feel what I'm saying? So
I just never seen nobody voted in office that ever did anything for us.
yeah, nah. Well, look,
So I'm like, who the fuck are we voting
Look,
for?
Dred
Like,
Scott tell you that's not going to happen. All of the rules on the law books tell you it's not going to happen.
right.
But
So my opinion to our people is to stay away from the votes. Let the devil support the devils. You know why we ain't going nowhere? Because we keep voting for the devil. And if you keep any devil in office, your ass is going to be reduced less than what you already are perpetuated in society. You know,
Unless-
we voting for Trump. We voting for Obama. We don't know these niggas.
yep.
Who the fuck is Trump? Who's Obama, man? I don't
But
fuck with
meanwhile-
none of these niggas. I got beef
meanwhile-
on the block with niggas that look like me and you.
Indeed.
I ain't worried about no punk ass Obama.
But then
no
at the
bum
same
ass
time, let's
Trump
say-
is a fucking bum. All that money in his hair is still fucked up. Like, come see JAYLO whine in. I would airbrush you a fucking toupee you ain't never seen, my G. You know these. I don't
That
give a
nigga
fuck about
funny.
none of these niggas in politics. Fuck all them niggas, man. Like, you know, I'm not with the politics, B. They can keep all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Indeed.
like I said, our people gotta, in my opinion, stay away from the voting, B. Y'all always talking about, oh, we need to come out and vote. No, stay home. Because it don't matter who you vote for, it's against you, B.
True indeed.
It's against you. You can vote for me.
gotta
So let's
hedge
say
your
I was the
bets.
assemblyman for Brownsville, right? Here's the truth. Real game. Y'all niggas all vote for JAYLO whining because we grew up together in the same sandbox and everybody support me, right? Finally, I get in office. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the job, but y'all niggas hate truth, but truth don't need no apology. Once I get in the office, I am going to Bill Cosby some of you bitches. I'm going to fill on a lot of you. I'm going to deny it. I am going to write on walls. I am going to steal fucking money off top that's donated to me. Why? Because this is how politics work. This is who the fuck y'all niggas is voting for. So like I said, man, take it from a nigga in the street who's running for assemblyman, man. I'm running for District 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You know what I'm saying? Whether you vote for me or not, whoever fucking wins is going to be me anyway. You understand what
He
I'm saying?
shot the 4 other candidates in the back.
Yes, man. Like, listen, it say post no bills. At the same time, had I been running for office, I would have my graffiti niggas posting real bills, B. We don't do paper and fucking paste. We don't do wheat and paste. We paint our lives on the wall, B. But what I'm saying is, man, stay away from the voting, man. I know y'all got political views. Most of y'all ain't got GEDs and shit up here talking about what's going on in politics and all. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is on an iPhone 4 talking about how you doing good and get the fuck out of here. You ain't doing shit.
Word
Do
up.
not vote, B.
Word.
Enjoy Halloween. Put a mask on, man.
Take your numbers away. Go take a ride with your people out the PA to the fucking gun range. Do that
Word
shit.
up. Let's wait for Thanksgiving. Like, get the food stamp card ready. Why the fuck y'all worrying about who gonna be in office, B? Them gonna be the same niggas that's gonna slow your 2019 Thanksgiving down, B. Y'all niggas ain't listening to the nigga that should be in office. But like I said, what do I know? I'm just a nigga doing podcasts downtown Brooklyn somewhere. I'm nothing but a Metro car swipe away, and I ain't nobody. I'm just a nigga in a hoodie trying to get views and shit in Facebook and Instagram. You know, like you bitches who celebrating Halloween early with the hair weaving eyelashes and shit on, you know. I'm here. But other than that,
Bitches
we
tell
got
her
the
how-
God, Lord AKHENATON right here.
It's Halloween all year for them weave bitches. They
You
be
already
funny.
know, man. We got my
But
co-host
they
here,
voted.
and he in here telling you what it is. And we got the almighty Queen Giggles in here. Giggles, listen. You got to excuse us because we are fucking demented, B. We are crazy right here. We are niggas that didn't graduate with fucking diplomas in our hand and shit, but we made it. So we kind of confused and shit thinking that you had to finish school to be somebody. I didn't know. I'm not trying to glorify dropping out, but had I not dropped out, I'll never be where I am today. I'm successful, a successful dropout. The rest of you kids stay in school, okay, and finish voting. Play that game. Anyway, Giggles, it's an honor to have you here, the queen
Thank
of
you.
graffiti in New York. That's a fact. Y'all niggas disagree, come on my show and debate it. But like I said, I'm the encyclopedia, the Wikipedia, and the Britannica of fucking graffiti, B. Y'all niggas gonna have a hard time debating with me. The queen is in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing I can't back up. Yo, Queen, it's an honor having you, yo. Where you
Thank
from,
you.
Queen? Let these motherfuckers know, yo.
I'm from Bushwick.
Yes.
Brooklyn.
Bushwick.
Represent Bushwick.
Yeah, talk about it. What's good? You ain't gotta give a 1-2 answer. Your face hidden and everything. They already know. They already know. Oh, by the way, y'all, she got a allergy issue. You know, she can't take Anacin 3. Remember Anacin 3?
Wow.
They don't even make that no more, do they?
Anderson. Wow.
Anderson
How
3.
old are you? Let me stop.
Yes, Anacin 3. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's a pleasure having the queen here. I see your name all over, all 5 boroughs, girl. You going crazy. A lot of niggas thought you was a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it's just an honor to see a woman of your stature, height, and size climbing motherfucking cliffs.
Yes.
Like, do your hips and boobs get in the way? Like, what's good, girl? Like,
They do.
You
talking to the mic. We all know females know how to hold a mic now. Hold a mic, right? You know, don't be shy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's that? Yo, what's the thrill like? Like I watch graffiti. I watch him do it. I dabble myself, but like I'm not going out there bombing. I'm like 6'3". I'm a linebacker. I ain't doing this shit.
Right.
What's that? Yeah, what's that thrill like though?
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's like a different world. I love it. I love the rush. I love everything about it. It's like, for me, it takes me away from my real world, my real problem.
9 to 5.
Yeah, so
You got some favorite spots you like to hit, or like any place in particular? Like you ain't got any famous, like any those who know. You feel what I'm saying? So any, you know.
I like to hit any spot that's hittable.
Oh,
Whoa.
in the spirit of the
Whoa.
fucking game, I like that shit.
That's why she queen now. She like to
Word
hit every
up.
spot that's hittable. You dig?
So, like, what's your favorite type of piece to put out? You like burners? You like tags? Or you like heaven spots?
I like all of them because they're all different. They're all different. A tag is an easy up. A fill, is a fill. And then
Yeah.
with a piece, you can play around with it. You can have
All
fun
right.
with it. Yeah. So I like all 3 of them. Even though I don't do pieces like that.
Right.
But when I go out other states, I actually, have like these 2 partners that I go out with.
Right.
But one of them moved to Cali. But
You want to shout them out or keep them
yeah,
anonymous?
no,
You know,
I'll
yeah.
shout them out. I'm Civ.
Yeah.
And Duke from our crew GAT.
Yes, they
Alright,
definitely be putting in
represent.
work too.
Yeah, so then when I go out with them, that's when I get creative with my letters and or pieces. And but that's when I get to enjoy and relax, and when I'm with them. They actually bring out that artist in me.
All right.
I-
that's-
I know. I see you
See-
more popular for the butterflies you
Yeah,
be putting up.
I went upstate and I actually did 2 of my butterflies different ways. And I loved it because I never done it on a wall, especially the one with the leaf and the butterfly. That one was like, that was my first sticker.
Okay.
So I started that with maps.
Oh,
So
okay.
every time
okay.
you give me a map, I'll do that on it.
Right.
So then that became of developing. That started in 2000. I started doing that in 2014, 2015. And then somebody was like, yo, that should be your signature.
And you can hear you getting winded from your allergies right
Yeah.
now. You like,
And then, no, because I have bad asthma too. So.
well, if you catch an asthma attack on this show, I already know my ratings are going to be sick. I mean, we ain't going to let you faint.
No.
But I got to do mouth-to-mouth, B, and that's going to be crazy, B. And I'm going to take my time because I want niggas to have my views go up and shit.
Just take a sip of water first.
Yeah, we'll resuscitate you and shit, bring you back. But we going to let you fall out for the, that's what niggas do on social media. But I won't let you die, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm really not into, the Heimlich maneuver, however you say it. So you would probably have a problem. Because we from the street. We don't know how to resurrect people that's about to.
I know.
I'm going to get on the phone like a little bitch and be like, yeah, 911. Yeah,
So-
we got the queen in here.
He could tell you stories about how they would come through the yards with the fucking dogs. You ever been like close to court?
Cool. No.
Wait, court? Like as in court cases?
No, court as in, like,
Oh, court. As in
Court.
court. You ever got caught bombing?
It wasn't caught,
But you.
but yeah. But
oh,
I've
so
been through
you
it.
shoot, you alerted the guard, but you able to get away.
I mean, did you ever get caught in graffiti and had to get handcuffed and go through?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
that.
but the thing is tricky because I wasn't caught doing it.
Oh,
okay.
You understand? I was there. My friend got caught doing it.
Okay.
And they just end up charging me as like a lookout.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
knocked you down to some minor shit.
Right.
Turn it into a violation, you pay a fine.
Any community service from that?
Yeah, there.
Oh man, so
How
you
much
were
it
caught then?
He went, yeah. No, because this cop really went in for
What was
me.
your court fee, though?
Oh, you had to pay
It
one?
was 120, I think it was.
okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
Shit.
nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I got caught the first time in 1982 in New York City Housing Authority in the exit, and at that time my mom's got the notice. They would evict you back then.
Yeah.
And this was in Cephalon Houses, 157 Belmont Avenue, 16th floor, apartment B. 1982, it was going down. And, no, it was actually in 131. That means when I got caught, it was even before 1982 because I moved to 131 in 82. That's how long I've been doing this. And I had got caught by one of the housing tenants. And then they take you by your collar and bring you to the door. And I got an ass whooping of my life. Ass whooping, ass shoe polish, not shoe dye, corny shoe polish. Trying to the dude name at the time was Hearst Top, and I figured since that was his name, I'll put J Top.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker came out the exit and caught me, and that was the end of that. He grabbed me by the collar. I died. That was the first death. That was the first time I ever got caught. Later down the line, like in the late 80s, I might have got caught one time hitting the L trains in the Atlantic Avenue layup. I was going with this girl one time from Howard Houses, and we was in the layup doing tags. We was doing tags and throwies, no fills, and the cop was already under the train. He was under the L train.
Wow.
So he grabbed me by my pants, and I got away, but he caught her. So I couldn't leave her. Love and loyalty always first, no matter what. Love and loyalty from day one. Lowlifes always emphasize on that, love and loyalty. So before I left her to get locked alone, I went back anyway. I got away. I went down the beam, was already on Van Sicklen. She was up there crying. I said, there's no way I'm going to leave this girl there like that.
Yeah.
I put my hands up. They came. They would have caught me anyway. They had canines.
Oh.
So if you think you can outrun the canine, hey, more power to you, bro. You're not outrunning the canine. If you can climb something, you good. But so that's good to know that you only got like a slap on the wrist compared to what some of us, we had to do community service. They would give you like 300 hours, 400 hours. At the parade grounds in Flatbush, Parsway Park. And that's where all the graffiti artists used to go between 84 and 89 when they got caught. A lot of people don't know that. So, good to know you got away with it. And what else, Lord? What else, man? What else? You want to ask the queen? I got questions for days, my G.
Being that you so steeped in the culture, what do you think about things like Mark Echoes getting up that video game? What do you think about those representation of graffiti culture and street culture?
I think it's great. I used to love it. I
think it's great.
I never played the game,
Right.
but I watched my brother played it, and I just thought it was dope.
Yeah, you had a lot of games like that. You remember a game called Jet Set Radio Future?
No.
Remember that? That was steeped in like graffiti culture, more like they had like skates and whatnot. They were drawing walls and shit and beat up on different crews and whatnot. It seemed like to me like some people intend to do good with the culture. I've never really seen it watered down.
Right.
Because in order for you to get there, you got to find somebody. Somebody's going to be somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it be you, anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I like about the culture. It's one of the things that seemingly can't get watered down. They can't make a law to stop an artist unless they stop every kind of artist.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think that this right here, other than straight freestyle MCing, is like one of the better parts of hip hop culture.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I already covered the thrill and all that. Like what really got you inspired though to like really get started? What was it?
When I was younger, seeing these writers up around my way.
Okay.
You know, like Asp, Oro,
Oh yeah.
Naisha,
Those some big names right there. Shout out to Scuff, YKK.
And then the girls too, like Naisha,
Yeah, she was up.
Miss 17, Claw, and it was like, wow.
They was definitely doing their numbers,
And
man.
you know who also? SR.
Oh yeah, SR been
And-
around for
And
years.
Jesus Saves. And I like how SR was really like the one that like, oh, wow. Because his
Yes.
was his tag, and it was vertical. And
SR.
I used to see that since, I'm from Bushwick, I used to see that a lot. And I'm like, oh, that's dope.
SR
Like have
was
your
ahead
name
of his time.
continuously. You see it everywhere. So I'm like, oh.
I remember when I'm a little older than SR. I remember when SR first started, and I already knew from the black books he was going to do his numbers big. He went big
Yeah.
in the early 90s. A lot of people don't know he started before that, but he really became super relevant like after 90. He started going all city. And he had his throwies was as clean as a piece. Those SR throwies, man, he had the horizontals, the perpendiculars, the horizontals, the high ups, Shout out to SR, you know what I'm saying? And so, okay, that's good to know that they inspired you, gave you the fever, as we called it back then, the fever.
Right.
And being that you up, so it's so crazy. This is coming from me. It's so strange that you look up to them and your numbers are just a little bigger, in my opinion. Not too many people would disagree. You up you up heavy in New York. You're holding a sway on these New York streets. This is why you have to be covered up. This is a fact. This is not a JAYLO being a happy Giggles fan. It is what it is. Your name speaks in volumes. And like a girl once told me, sometimes your name precedes you. You know what I'm saying? Your name is bigger than what you think. But because you hang around certain people, you will never get a chance to bask in what you really worth. So I was telling you earlier, before we was offline, you taking this graph shit to a whole nother level. The thing is, once you understand your value, that's when you're going to shift over to different platforms. That's the whole reason you had this platform, because I see something in you. Okay, so that's what's dope and honorary about having you here. Queen Giggles, man, like, let me snatch her up before these other platforms recognize. See, I'm a smart dude. I'm smart. Why give the other platforms the recognition when I could be like, well, I had Giggles after the Vandal Hour. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I saw your episode on the Vandal Hour. That shit was no joke. Shout out to Vandal Hour.
Yes.
They be doing some heavy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started from Vandal Hour, and it seemed like soon as I got with the Vandal Hour, my graph life started becoming more of a financial business aspect now. You see what I'm saying? One little thing you get involved with will have what you love so much profitable for you now. So as soon as I teamed up with the Vandal Hour and 1718 Collective, my art career took off. I would never deny that. All the beautiful things I'm doing off of social media has their bloodline in it. And you in that same circle, although you out there still bombing and shit, you from the same circle. Yeah. So that's why I thought it was just honorable to have you here, because we come from the same bloodline and lineage, And you rarely see a female destroying New York.
Rarely.
A female.
Because it takes a lot to do it, and most people don't have it. Sometimes a woman don't think she got it. She be artistic. First of all, the athleticism.
Right.
That's it right there.
Or climbing on roofs and shit.
Look, and I'm an iron worker. I'm an iron worker. I
Mind you,
climb and still.
She's a mom.
Listen,
His mom.
I climbed
She's
the
on the
steel.
Brooklyn Bridge doing fillings.
I climbed the steel one time in my life, and I swear to God I wouldn't do it again. I had to put these big ass size 15s inside the I-beam, climb up like a fucking gorilla to the top of that shit. I said, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit. But then you see these motherfuckers doing it. It's like these fucking monkeys. Look at them, like little elves. Look at them, just creating fucking art up in the corner.
Right.
And people it's some profound shit to see. Like, and it make you think you can't stop a motherfucker like that.
You can't.
What? This bitch done crawled up on the wall, drew a picture, and crawled the other way.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
That's like a cop's worst fucking nightmare. Like, God, I can't chase
Giggles
this
ain't
son of a
even
bitch.
from the Bronx, but I come out my crib in the Bronx. She got from Yankee Stadium territory all the way down to Baychester, all the way to Eastchester to Westchester. Yo, Bronx, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
She came and conquered, B. The motherfucking mecca of graffiti. She came on 2 feet like a Metro card and some paint, B. Like, we
Look,
not even
Bronx.
saying she drove. She Metro carding it, feeding it, got the paint in her knapsack, climbing shit,
But see,
and then go home to the family.
But ain't most of the OGs still in the Bronx, though? For the most part.
It's a lot of OGs.
So they're
in the
not
Bronx.
really gonna be out there. It's more like they're like, yeah, whatever.
But
I
I
was
seen a
doing it
lot
for
of
you know what
talk
to
on
do with
social
it.
media like these dudes are them dudes. But see, JAYLO wine in to tell you straight up, man. Don't talk about what you're doing and then you can't produce what you're saying.
True indeed.
So the honorable aspect and part about having Giggles here is having somebody relevant on the show where I could just sit back and be like, yeah, that's what you're doing. Well, I had Giggles on my show, nigga. She got more tags than your whole career, nigga. Like you're just in one borough, B.
Be everywhere.
You know, that shit is honorable. And, you know,
Be
I'm glad
everywhere.
she's a woman because it would look like I'm dick riding. So if I'm church-eye riding, that's fine. Cool selling. You know? And like I said, Giggles, man, you doing a lot of fucking damage, B. You know what I'm saying? One of my other female graph artists is out there, but she kind of fell back. Is Karma from Philly. Karma got crazy ups. But I don't know what happened with her and shit, you know. I don't see her up like she used to be, but she did a lot of damage. Miss Mags, Miss 17, Lex, which I found out today was a female through people. And Lex is definitely doing her numbers, you know. So I would have to give it up to you and Lex, but in my opinion, you doing way too much damage because your shit is basically 5 boroughs, and I know you going out of town. You catching spots that niggas are scared to catch. You know what I'm saying? I seen your shit. I went to my man Pigeon Coop, and it was about this much space, and there's a GS on the fucking roof. Like, I'm looking down like, nah, she cannot have done this, and you doing in the Bronx. Yeah. So I'm sure you don't know which one, but there's one on the line where you get off at Jackson Avenue on the 2 and 5. And I don't know how the fuck you got up there, B. Word. I'm looking at your height, your size, your width. And she's small, people, right? She's short. I don't know how the fuck you got on top of the roof, then climbed on the roof and went higher. Like, yo, you got like a death wish. But in a good way.
Taking the chances and shit, taking the risks.
Somebody told me that they was like, I don't do no suicidal shit like you do.
Word.
Like,
that's your new name, Suicidal Sue.
Listen, I did this butterfly in Jersey.
Right.
And it was a ledge.
Okay.
And I made that.
Did you just say Jersey?
In New Jersey.
This what I'm talking about, people.
In a highway.
Right.
And it was me and Siv.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he already had hit it. So he's like, oh, Gaze, whatever. I was like, yo, I want to get next to you. He goes, well, you know, the if you could, it's a ledge. I was like, I don't care. I'm doing it. So then I ended up doing it, and I took a picture of it,
right.
And I made that picture into a sticker.
Okay.
And the reason why was because that day, out of everything I've done, you know, the billboards or whatever, that day I will never forget. Because that day I almost died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I almost died because to get to that spot, you have to go like through a bridge, and then you have to go down.
Right.
Like a little hill. And the night before, it had rained. So it was slippery. Wow. So I'm like going down, and I'm like sliding. And the only thing, you know, you have to hold on is those little branches coming out. Right. And then all you do is see is rocks. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Damn.
I saw my life coming in, going through. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck.
Yo, y'all hear
So-
this
so
shit on the real
paralyzed?
game show,
I felt
yo.
like if I let go, I don't know where
Oh
else
my
to hold on
goodness.
to.
Real
Yeah,
game.
that's the
And
feeling I've had
still-
before at work. Like,
And she can't make this shit up because you see it. It's out
Right,
there in
it's right
places
there,
that
yeah.
you and I wouldn't even be.
that's the beauty of the shit. Is like how, or you can sit there and
Right.
go and say how, because you realize it's fucking up there. Like,
Exactly.
how'd you even do that?
Yeah, like if you see the picture and the video, you'd be like, wow, like how the hell? And Steve is just there because he had gone down before me. And he's looking at me and I'm like, that's it. If I go slide down, I'm done.
Right.
But I end up going back because the thing was that when we was hitting that, somebody got into an accident. So the troopers had to come. So we had to go back up,
Oh, wow.
hide, and wait. And then the second time we went down, that's when everything happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Y'all was doing fillings and all that, right?
Yeah, well, he already did his part.
Okay.
I was the one doing the big ass, the butterfly, the GS butterfly. On the other side, I did my throwing. But the other side, there was space.
Okay.
But on this side, it was like a tiny 3 feet, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, 3 inches or whatever. It wasn't that much space.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so.
Well,
That was the
shit.
most
God bless
scariest
you, man. I'm
everything.
so glad it went all in your favor, man. I mean, I lost 2 graffiti artists back in '89. My man Slick and Sony,
Yeah.
and they were hit by a train back then. You know, I lost a few brothers, you know, to the game. My man Cree, rest in peace. My man Grieve, rest in peace. These are people back when, you know, Joe and Poor and Bo and Jep and them were just first starting out. That was their circle, the HL, High Life crew. You know, I watched them young brothers grow up too, man. You know, I'm getting old, man, because these dudes were babies when they started out, and I was already a family man. You know, so it's so crazy that I'm so close to 50 now, and it's like I don't even feel it. You know, I be lying about my age. I was 43 for 4 years, yo. And I'm not even 43, I'm 44. You know, I'll be 44 for the next 2 years, too. But anyway, you know, Giggles, man. Like I said, it's an honor having you here. And I know inquiring minds see you, they want to know because they see you up so much. How do you get your paint? Tell them how you get your paint.
I rack.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
beginning, I wasn't racking.
Okay.
But then somebody introduced me to racking, and I was like,
We all went that
"What?"
route, girl. Everybody starts out racking in the graph world.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing because you a chick with money, and I know it's just the whole rush of just having to rack, or you wouldn't be
Right.
official.
Yeah.
So even with 9 to 5s, we still had to rack. Rack is the proper word before the word boosting came out, B. We use rack in New York. Rack means to steal, to get your paint by any and all means. Your markers, your Marvies, your Marshes, your whatever, inks, anything. Any of your working tools for the craft. You know what I'm saying? And at this age, we wouldn't be racking, although we still have racking in our DNA because it never leaves you. And you know, and what's the most you ever racked?
I don't know.
I can tell you right now, the most cans I ever racked was 80 in one shot.
No,
Me,
not that
me
much.
and my partner, IC, BTP. I don't know where he at right now. They said he was in Sing Sing, but me and this guy, we went racking in Yonkers. And it was so sweet because it had a side door. And the lady was like 1,000 years old in there. She had a dog, but it wasn't a watchdog. It was like a beagle or some shit.
Right.
And you can go in there with the duffel bag and load it up. She was a beautiful lady, too. We would say hi, you know. My man IC would be at the counter asking for master locks and hinges. And I'll be in the aisle just picking the colors I wanted. But this in the 80s.
Right.
And we would leave out. We would make one trip in and one duffel bag walk out. Take the bus back to the one train and take it back to Brownsville, Brooklyn. And that's how we did. But I will say for the records, although we were bombing, we never took it to the level you took it to. We stayed local because at that time we were gangbanging.
Right.
So, you know, you had, way before the Bloods and Crips, you had posses and cliques out. And if you was from Brownsville, you didn't go to Fort Greene or Bed-Stuy during the 80s too much. You didn't leave the Ville. And Fort Greene didn't leave Fort Greene, and Bed-Stuy didn't leave Bed-Stuy. When they did, niggas got killed.
Right.
East New York would never go to Brownsville. That was the big beef. And Brownsville would never go to the east. We lost a lot of people like that. Neutral and graffiti people. But at the end of the day, because I wasn't a Giggles, with all that paint, it induced me to start piecing. I couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
You know, not saying we was pussy, we just couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
So,
You know, I got because I left. I didn't. I left to do other boroughs.
yeah.
Recently, I got backlash because of that.
Oh, wow.
They was like, "Oh, she's not Bushwick. She's from the Bronx."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, "You're mad because you still local, and I went
Exactly.
I went out the hood."
Niggas will, and I'm sure it
They
wasn't
came
even
at me
females,
for
right? It
that.
was dudes, right?
Yeah.
That's how
They
dudes
came
get.
for
Dudes in the
me.
graffiti
I'm
world
like,
are emotional. Once you learn and I'm gonna say this out there to y'all, in La La Land, social media, whatever you want to call it, 95% of male graffiti artists are emotional. It's not a bad thing. It's part of the art. You know, when we do burners, we put our emotions in it. When we do fills, and you can agree, we put our emotions in it.
Right.
Now, what happens with most of these young graffiti dudes is that when you start to prosper and they're not,
But
you ain't shit.
This was a mix of young and old school.
Oh, you got old knuckleheads out there. Those old knuckleheads, those are old fools. The young dudes are the new fools. New fools are allowed to be new fools because they new.
Right.
But when you old and you talking to a woman like that, what does that say about your integrity? You know what I'm saying? What does that say about your morality, your manship? You up here jumping in Giggles' face because she making moves that nobody in your whole team doing.
Right. Yes.
And that's a fact.
That is.
I don't even give a fuck. I wish you was crazy gully like me and said who it was. Like, listen, on this show, we say who we don't like. But we understand everybody ain't stabbing and shooting niggas like we do. Because I'll tell you on camera, I expect to be in and out of jail till I'm 100 if I'm fortunate. That's why the show is me. Real game. Niggas don't like it, they can see me out there, you know. Either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. At the end of the day, if you let me live, that's a problem, B. So your attitude should be like that, too, in the graph game. That's why it took me a fucking long way since 82. You know what I'm saying? I charge it all to the game. You got to look like you was from 82. Everything about my fingers is 82. The way I dress, the way I smell, I just upgraded to a Galaxy 9 and a Galaxy 7. You know why? Because I was Galaxy 4 for 4 years. Like my kids gave me a standing ovation for trading in my phones. I'm old school. I even wipe my ass old school to the side. Only faggot niggas do that, but I'm short. And I'm never going to convert to being more masculine by going, fuck out of here. And that the way I do it, it keeps shit stains at a minimum. You dig? So a lot of niggas out there need to take notes. You understand? This is the Real Game Podcast. We got the Queen Giggles in the building. We got my co-host back there. He got a lot to say, but he'll be having his own show soon. You know what I'm saying?
Soon enough, be on the lookout.
There you go. What happens with my co-host is he's too educated for this show. Real shit, without prejudice. He's too educated. He has political views that I don't have. He has views on life that I don't have. Why? Because we from different generations and eras. And he don't get enough shine on here because when you put co in front of host, it makes you secondary. And we all know in life, secondary means first loser, which he is not. So, with that being said, he's going to have his own shit soon. Be on the lookout for him. That's my man, Lord Aki, you know, the co-host, Real Game. And we got the queen in the building right here. Y'all hearing it. You know, she did the racking. I don't know if she's still racking. But whatever it is, her name is popping up and shit, you know. Her shit spreading like that new flu they just put out and shit. And I can't wait to see the new shit for 2019, you know. Giggles keep killing shit, man. Don't let these niggas try to keep you local. You know what happens with local news, you know. Like, Channel 12 is local news. I'm sure they would love to be Channel 11 and 9 and 7, you know, but unfortunately, they just for the Bronx, you know. They got a Brooklyn chapter now, but it still ain't universal. Take that Bronx 12, Telemundo shit somewhere else, B. We ain't with it. So, with that being said, are you still active right now? It's the question.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Okay, so even this winter, we're going to see some new shit from
Of course. I love winter.
Yeah.
I'm a winter person.
Oh, okay, because you can conceal everything.
Yeah.
I would love to go bombing with you, but I'm too old. So, like, I know you don't get caught, but if you so happen to get caught, I would be embarrassed because I'm a grandfather now, and I just own so much shit. Like, let me get caught for stabbing somebody or fighting, you know. If I get caught for graft, I won't be able to look in the judge's face like, Just lock me up. Just sentence me. Don't even let niggas know while I'm in the court, man. Sentence me.
She's going to say, well, Mr. Sir, you're going to do a wonderful thing with that artwork you do. You're going to get it off the walls now. 1,000 hours.
Be on the island. Island doing Thanksgiving cards for niggas' families.
Give him a pressure sprayer right now. And you know what? You can take down all the graphs you don't like. All the people you say are bums.
Word up. Word up. So I'm sure the circle you bombing, they loyal. Everybody loyal in your circle?
Yes.
Because I know some of the circles I'm in, they not loyal. I don't have loyal circles. That's what keep me so relevant and talk the way I talk.
You know what? It's funny though, because your circle, you could be in that circle for so many years,
right?
And they will backstab you, and that's what it just happened to me. You understand?
I'm sure.
15 years with them, and then they weren't there for me.
Right.
They backstabbed me, and look, all those years. You think so? It's tricky when you say is your circle loyal,
right?
You know, you never know.
Loyalty is a motherfucker, and I'll be the first to test to that because you took it to a man who was married well over 24 years, right? And I will tell you that shit. Listen out there, La La Land. It's about to get crazy right now because I'm about to take you niggas into a motherfucking paradise you didn't think exists.
Strap yourself in.
And this is a place Jesus and God don't even want to walk in. You
Strap
know.
yourself in
At my
now.
welcome mat, you dig? You got to wipe your feet when I talk because when I talk, man, it'll have you either killing yourself or sitting down to learn. But I come from a fucked up marriage, which was actually great indoors, but outdoors, it really ain't what it's, out to be. Even when you give your all for 20 to 25 plus years, shit can go all. Now, I'm not here to put my business out there, but I will tell you niggas who ain't do no more than 20 to 30 years in a relationship, sometimes your lady strays not because she's sexually active or have a crush on another nigga. Sometimes she stray because she's not even conscious to know and understand that that's what she's going to do anyway, okay? Let me say that again. Because it might sound a little off. Let me do this shit right. Women stray when they get bored and lonely. Okay? They don't mean to cheat on you. Okay? They do it because they get bored and lonely. Now, when they bored and lonely, what I want to tell y'all niggas out there, right, without straying too much off the graffiti shit because it's love and loyalty, women do not stray because cheating is something they want to do. Sometimes they are in the same motherfucking search you niggas are in search of. Yourself. And sometimes you go through different people looking for yourself. And by the time you done fuck the whole community, you don't realize it was you've been looking for. You understand what I'm saying? So as a married man, I was never the perfect husband. But when you sit with a woman who nominates herself as a queen, a wife, and she dabbles here and there and don't take accountability for the shit when you got all the evidence you need, but you got to subdue your passions because you got all these children by her, fuck her. It's no forgiveness now. That type of love and loyalty, 20-something plus years, and you still sitting a nigga face talking about X, Y, and Z. Oh, I would never do this. I would never do that bullshit. Because I come from a relationship that was built off of blood, sweat, tears, and cheating. And so ain't nobody out there, I don't give a fuck what type of 9 to 5 you working or what you do in life. Your lady stray because she get bored sometime. And that's not your problem. There's no need for you to beat her up. There's no need for you to kill her. There's no need for you to think the other man is better. Sometimes she's in search for herself, and it's not through you she's gonna find herself.
Yep.
So we got to respect that. You know, niggas cheat. We've been cheating for years. I smell like cheat even when I ain't cheating. You dig? Niggas cheat. When we cheat, it's fine and dandy. As soon as we get caught, the females take us back. But our women go out there, they could kiss a nigga on the cheek. We fall to fucking pieces, man. We like a jigsaw puzzle with no glue in the bag. Oh, you no good, bitch. It's 2 sides to this motherfucking shotgun. You either on the motherfucking side where the 2 holes is down your throat, or you on the shooting side and shit with the trigger. At the end of the day, man, love and loyalty, I take that serious. I've been incarcerated over niggas I had to, prove my loyalty to. My marriage, I don't wish that shit on nobody. I don't give a fuck who in my family watching. stick to your fucking marriage and shit and pay attention to your wife, you know, because you know what type of life I live. And you know, even some of the greatest pimps have problems, you know. Some of my bitches got out of pocket, and it could be a wife, it could be a girlfriend, it could be your bottom bitch. Sometimes they get out of pocket, but one thing I don't do is pimp with my hands. I pimp with intelligence, and especially when you married to an elephant, you dig? So, with that being said, I know I'm all over the place rambling. I'm sure at least 50 niggas out there get the fucking message. Stop beating on your woman because she's straying. She's straying because she's looking for herself, B. The best thing you could do is tap the bitch on the shoulder and go look for her with herself. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna find it through you. So, shout out to all the bitches out there cheating. Shout out to the women out there cheating, because a bitch and a woman ain't the same thing.
True
Let's
indeed.
get that shit together.
True indeed. True indeed.
A hoe and a motherfucking prostitute ain't the same thing.
Not at all.
Let's get this shit
Not at
clear.
all.
So to all my women out there, like Giggles a woman, listen. Don't have these niggas dictating why you cheating and why you should cheat. Sometimes y'all stray just like we do, okay? I'm not mad at y'all, but you can't come back to the relationship expecting me to respect you after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm human too. So, to all my women out there cheating, all my bitches out there cheating, all my lesbians, all my straights, and all my motherfucking transgenders out there cheating, listen, stay with who you with. Because in the long run, man, you're going to pay for that shit, B. That's my advice to you. Love and loyalty always first, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much to, you know, motherfucking please me. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't mean to go off the topic, but, you know, Giggles, she done got into my spirit and soul and my mind, and this shit just happened because there ain't too many women out there like her. And, you know, sometimes you be surprised what a real nigga go home to. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to go, you know, sideways with this shit, but this is what happened when you got strong women around you. That type of energy rub off. You understand? Yo, shout out to everybody whose marriage out there is working. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody whose relationship out there is working. Some of us ain't meant to be in relationships, you know. Some birds ain't meant to be in a cage. You got to let some of these pigeons fly freely, B. Yeah. But y'all don't understand that. Y'all keep keeping these roosters and chickens in fucking cages knowing they need to be free. And once they get the opportunity, they leave you and stray because, you know, you don't gave them that motherfucking chance. So.
You got to appreciate what's in front of you. That's
exactly.
It. Like a tree. You can't take that tree home and hold it. Just admire it. That's it. Hey, you look nice today.
Hug it.
How you feeling?
Take an apple off it.
Buy it some shit.
Take a tangerine off it or something.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that you respect the tree, B. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm not out there putting anything, my business out there. I'm just saying from experience, man. I did 20 plus years. Let me tell you something. That shit come with blood, sweat, tears, and cheating. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be out there saying, nah, not everybody. Listen, I thought the same thing, but I put in more years than y'all. Y'all niggas better listen to the nigga who been there. All right? Stay off of social media. Stay away from them fake memes. Memes are created by people who were hurt. And y'all niggas be fucking publicizing them shits like, who gives a fuck? Y'all posting all these memes up. You didn't say it.
Word
you
up.
felt it, but you didn't say it.
Copy and paste.
Copy and paste ass niggas. Nah, man. Yo, today's mathematics is, in the motherfucking savage world, yo, treat your queen right and she'll act right.
True
That's
indeed.
it, man. Not every bitch a bitch, not every woman is a woman. Thus, they run around in society with these titles. It's your boy JAYLO from the Real Game Podcast. I got my man motherfucking Lord AKHENATON right here, who's the co-host. We got the Queen Giggles in the building, and may she just motherfucking bomb your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to music right now.
Yep.
And may it be a fucking song I don't get sued for.
Yo, what's it called? Yo, what's it called? Your neighborhood's next?
Your neighborhood is next.
She making that shit real across the town. They mad at this motherfucker right now.
Yo, Giggles got mad ups, man. And the world needed to know that she was about that life, B. You know, she up, man. Be happy. So what? She going to other neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? If I had the power, she'd be whining in.
True
Peace.
Indeed.
Smooth talking, good for nothing. You breaking every heart that opened till you met me. Thought I was vulnerable like the others, funny how you can't stomach the taste of your own medicine. Yeah, you handing me a stress, so I made you my Pinocchio. Tended icy every time your nose would grow. Told you you had me, but you really believe you found love, love. And I don't know what you want from me. I can only tell what my eyes can see. And I don't know what you want from me. What you want from me. What you want from me. Smooth talking, good for nothing. Only good when you're busting it. Smooth talking, good for nothing. Only good when you're busting it. Smooth talking, good for nothing. Only good when you're busting it. Smooth talking, good for nothing, yeah. Said I'm so cold-hearted. Looks like you found your match. Played the game like a pro, and the trophy was your soul. No encasement on display. I threw the shit away, cause I ain't care about it. No. Thanks for the late night sex that made me feel like maybe you could care, but you don't know real love. So I'm leaving, your heart bleeding. Put your cards on the table, played you like a joker. Your face looking stuck while mine is playing poker. And you deserved it, couldn't let you hurt me. And I don't know what you want from me. I can only tell what my eyes can see. And I don't know what you want from me. What you want from me. What you want from me. Yeah. Smooth, good, only good.
You already know. Now, we going to keep it going, though. You know what I'm saying? We going to do this when we off this shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We back. You know what I'm saying? You know, Real Game Podcast. You know, we trying to go to the top, do good numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we ain't going to try. We going to go to the top. You dig what I'm saying? And we got the, like I said, we back. Got the girl Giggles in here. And 2019, expect a lot of shit coming from her. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of feels in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten. Any fucking way on the East Coast, you're going to find them GSs or them butterflies somewhere.
All city, all borough, all town, all up in your face. All city is an
understatement now, man. She climbing ladders in Jersey, be like.
Hey, state to state, that's what's up.
Some of us never even left Brooklyn. And we be talking about, oh, put that crown on my shit, B. I'm the king. I thought I was the king back in Brownsville and shit. You know, I had the crown on my name. I ain't never went nowhere. But, you know, to each his own. You ever did any trains?
No.
No? You plan on doing any trains?
No.
Well, you a daredevil. You about ready.
No. Nah.
You fuck with JAYLO, you'll do a train. I'm a wild cowboy. I'll do it in broad daylight. Be like, Gigs, hold me down.
I stay away from the train.
You don't want the federal drama, right?
I stay away from MTA.
Right.
Because that's a different squad.
Yeah.
They go really hard.
Like you, they go hard.
Like they go hard. Even though I went when my friend Rain, rest in peace.
Oh, right.
When he passed away, we JKS. It was me, JKS, Blaze, and OSI. I mean OSI. We went to the track and we did his throwing. So it could last forever, so it don't get buffed outside.
Right.
And then we went to this room, and then I started catching tags, and we did fills. But never again. I would touch MTA.
Okay.
Because different squad.
Oh, I'll be a witness.
They
I'll be a
they they
witness.
go hard. Like what they did to my cousin, they go hard.
Right.
They like
right,
TNT, them niggas.
Right.
TNT
That's a
will.
different vandal right there.
Yeah, I
Vandal
don't
squad.
even know why I asked that question. That's just me with these demons and shit, because I got that don't give a fuck attitude.
But I do love when they came when they did started doing the pieces on the trains.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I felt like
Motherfuckers don't care.
yes.
They don't care. I was slapping the clean trains recently. I got photos. I mean, I put one up with Vito, then I felt like shit, man. Like, let me take this shit down, man. Shout out to my man BM Ski. He be tearing the motherfucking clean trains up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my man BM Ski is crazy. DFF, man. BM been writing since 86, 87, man. Like, that was my partner when I first started. And this nigga still around looking like he 20-something years old.
Yeah, he looks young.
My nigga BM Ski, what up, boy? You better chime in, man. Get your phone up. You probably on an old-ass phone. Can't even watch the show, BM. BM is my dude, man. You know, a lot of people in your generation, my man Jep, Poor, a whole bunch of them. I don't know if you ever bombed with them and shit, but those my little dudes right there, you know. I go way back with Nash, BBK.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of dudes in the 80s, Poaz, TF, Doug 167. I was inspired between 80 and 82 by Hearst-Top, rest in peace.
Okay.
You know, Don D, CIA, Doro and them. I've been in the Ville way before you were born. I was already feeling like you do today then. But I would like to congratulate you on the moves you're making from out of the community, going all fucking city with it.
Right.
And you're a woman, and you carry yourself on these dangerous streets all types of nights, straight up. You ain't wearing a mask at that time like you really living it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So I know what it is to be out there. This is the Real Game Podcast, my peoples out there. You heard it here. We had the honorary Giggles in the building. Shout out to my co-host, Lord Akhenaton.
Peace,
We got to
peace.
get out of here because there's things we got to do off social media that ain't right. You know, don't ever think these shits come from being on social media. You know, I got shit to do. She got rules to break and he got moves to make. You dig? So I'm going to sip up on this water and shit and go find something to get into, man. I'll catch y'all niggas on Facebook and shit, talking my shit. Next week, we got a surprise for y'all, man. Get your motherfucking dick-sucking lips up, ladies. And everybody out there with their motherfucking uncircumcised penises, get your skin ready. Get ready to cock it back, because we coming with some shit.
That's just